Hello everybody and welcome back to the Little Gamer 81 channel. Today I am going to be showing you how you can play the Super Mario 64 DSi port on your Nintendo DSi. So let's get started. So what you will need is your homebrewed Nintendo DSi, a SD card or micro SD card with micro SD card adapter, and a PC or laptop. Now, if you're going to use a micro SD card with micro SD card adapter, make sure the adapter is not a Kingston one, or make sure the micro SD card and the adapter is not a Kingston adapter, because sometimes those mess up with files. And if your computer does not have a micro SD card slot or SD card slot, then I would recommend getting a adapter, which I'll leave a link in the description to so that you can get one. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your SD card or micro SD card with micro SD card adapter. Oh no. And you want to put your SD card into your DSi. Now hold A while you're powering your DSi on, and if you get booted into this menu, then you have unlaunch. So as you can see, this I do is boot it up. So now once you've done that, once you've made sure that you have this menu, you can power your DSi off, and you're going to take your SD card and you're going to go put this into your computer. But for those who do not have unlaunch installed, I will leave a link in the description. So I'll leave a link in the description down below and a card up here, so that you can follow my tutorial on how to install Twilight Menu++ and unlaunch on your DSi. And then once you've done that, now so you can pause the video right here and go follow my tutorial. And then once you've done that, you can take your SD card and now you're gonna go put this into your computer. So once you've made sure your DSi has unlaunch installed, you want to take your SD card and you want to put it into your computer, either if that's through your SD card slot, if your computer has one, or if it's through your adapter. And then once your file explorer window pops up, you can just close out of that. And you're going to go to your internet browser, and you're going to go to this website, which I'll leave a link in the description to. I'm going to scroll down and go to the Windows installation, then click here, the blue text, then click the Docker website, click here, download for Windows, and then you also want to go to this website called emulatorgames.net. Hit tab, and then search Super Mario 64. Hit enter. Click on this one, click save, and you want to install it from this website, but you're just gonna have to search it up and follow my steps, because I can't leave a link in the description to this for copyright reasons and the fact that downloading is this video could get taken down. That's what I'm saying. So anyways, once all that's done installing, the first thing you want to do is run the Docker desktop. So click on it. When you get a pop-up, just click yes. And then this tab will show up. And it's going to start, and then this is going to start, and then this is going to show up. You just want to click OK. And then it's going to start unpacking files for the Docker desktop, and then it's going to install them. So you just want to wait for this to finish unpacking. It's going to take about 5 minutes. Well, for me it takes about 5 minutes. It really just depends on your computer. So, uh, so, okay, it's almost done, I think. I think it's about halfway done. And then once it's done, unpacking, it said say installing, and then it's going to take like about a few more minutes. And then once it's done, it's going to say installation succeeded, and it's going to ask you to close and restart your computer. So I will be back with you guys when this is finished, when I am done restarting, actually. So after you've restarted your computer and after installing Docker Desktop, you might get this pop-up. You just want to click on the link. You can move this to the side, but don't click restart or cancel. And here you want to go to the first step, and you're gonna click on type here to search, and search for PowerShell, and click run as administrator. Click yes on the pop-up. Then here click copy. Come back to PowerShell, paste with Control V, and hit enter. So hit enter. Once that's done, scroll down. You want to make sure if you're on a 64-bit system, it has to be version 1903 or higher with build 18362 or higher. If you don't know if you're on 32-bit or 64-bit, click type here to search. Oops. So click type here to search, and then search about your PC. Hit enter. And then if you see 64-bit operating system, on system type, if you see 64-bit operating system times 64-bit processor, then you're on a 64-bit version of Windows 10. But if you see 32 and then times 86-bit processor, then you are on a 32-bit version, and you will not be able to compile it on this. And then for ARM64 systems, you want to be version 2004 or higher with build 19041 or higher. Now for these versions, to check, click type here to search, and search for WinVer. Hit enter, and then here, if you're on version 20H2, which most of you should be, you are on OS build 19042 or lower, as long as it's now if it's below or if it's below 18362, then you will not be able to do this. But if it is higher than that, you are able to install it. So just click OK. Then once you've done that, you want to enable the virtual machine feature. So just click copy here, come back to PowerShell, paste it in with Control V, hit enter, wait for that to finish. Once that's done, scroll down, click on this, and then once that's done, open the file, click next, click yes on the pop-up, click finish, and then you want to set WLS2 as your default version. Click copy. Then you want to close out of this PowerShell and open up a new one. And make sure you just open it without administrator. Paste that in. Then once that's done, just close out of that. Now you want to install your Linux distribution of choice. So just open this Microsoft Store. Then I would recommend Ubuntu, but you can use any of these. And then right here it'll say get the app, and then once you click on it, this will pop up. You just want to click install, but it should automatically install for you. And now you just want to wait for this to finish. It should take you like the installation time is gonna depend on your computer. Then just click launch. Then this window should pop up. You just want to wait for this to load. For me, it takes about a minute for this to load. And then here, you want to type in a username. Make sure it has numbers and letters. Huh? and then type in your password, and then retype it. And then once that's done, you can close out of that, and now you're gonna go to back to your downloads, and then here extract the SM64-NDS zip. So click extract here. Wait for it to finish extracting. And while you're waiting for that, you can also extract the ROM. Once both of those are done, you want to click on the ROM, then right click rename, and rename it baserom.us.64. And depending on what ROM you're using, if it's a Japanese or American, you have to choose it and then just drag it into this folder, and then run the build_docker.bat. If you get this, then you just have to press any key, and you just have to restart your PC, or just click restart, and then Docker is going to run again. And then just open up Docker, and just wait for this to load. And then when you see this, you can just click skip tutorial. And now when you go back to that build_docker.bat, it should work. As you can see, it's now working. And if you get another error message, come to view and make sure file name extensions is clicked, because if it's not, it won't work. So I'll be back with you guys when this is finished compiling. So once it is finished, it should say press any key to continue at the very bottom. So just press any key on your keyboard, and then you will see this bin. And if you open it up, and if you open the folder in it, you'll see sm64.us.nds. And if you see that, then you've done it correctly. Now you just want to drag this onto the root of your SD card, and then you're gonna wait for this to finish copying over. So I'm just gonna mute my audio here. So once it is finished copying over, as you can see right here, SM64-NDS, it's here. So you can just right click on your SD card, click eject. If you get this message, just click try again, and it should eject. And now you can take your SD card out of your computer, and you're gonna go put this into your DSI. So once you've converted and copied the files for the game over to your SD card, you want to take your SD card and you want to put it into your DSI. So just open the slot and put it in, and then hold A and power your DSI on. Now if it just boots up to a screen, just wait a little bit, and if it doesn't boot up after a minute or so, you just turn it off and try again. And here you want to keep scrolling, and on the bottom screen, when you see, so just keep scrolling until You gotta be patient with this, because up here it doesn't just say Super Mario 64 DS. Now on the bottom screen, when you see SD, when you see /SM64-NDS, this is the game. So just press A. And there it is. The original 1996 version of this game. On a console that was thought it could never happen on. Now the text is kind of blurry and it's kind of hard to read, but other than that, it's pretty much it's a direct unofficial port. Now, if you're wondering about the controls, before I made this video, I tested this, and you use the touch screen to control the camera. The D-pad is the analog stick. A is A and B is B, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so A. X is to zoom in. Y zooms out. B is punch. A is jump. R is crouch. L does nothing. I think my L button wasn't working, those like 2 presses, but after like a little bit more testing, L is actually to switch from Mario Cam to Lakitu Cam, but you've probably figured that out by yourself. And select mutes the audio, so like you can't hear anything, and then just start is like the start menu. And the D-pad is to move, and you use the touchscreen to move the camera. And I don't know if this is just me, but kind of seems like the D-pad controls better than with the actual official port of this game. So let's see here. Hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see here. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can do Lakitu skip. I don't know if you can see this well. Wait, what? Oh wait, I forgot to trigger the Lakitu cutscene. Maybe that's just a bug, I don't really know. As you can see, this game does work. Now, the quality is kind of it is like very pixelated. And the audio does kind of sound compressed, but I mean, this is can you really blame it? I mean, it's like it's a very memory and RAM. How do I say? It's a very RAM demanding kind of game, if you get what I mean. Sometimes the game does lag in some spots. But I mean, if you own a 3DS and a DSi, I would recommend just doing this on your DSi. I mean, they've got a DSi port of this, but according to sources, the 3DS port is way laggier than this, so if you have a homebrew DSi and you're looking for some sort of on-the-go port of this with BLJs, then this is your spot. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.